Only just allow the breath to be normal, moving the mind inside the heart. As you move mind inside the heart in this space, let your intellect sing Shantu mentally during the movement of the mind. Shantu. I am. Hum. What I am? Peace. Then do nothing. Remain as you are. Allow the mind to reveal that. Well, mind says, no, let me do it again. Do it again. Or the other way, you understand, as you start moving the mind within and start singing Shantu, as if you are entering into a deep cave inside your heart. And then who is moving? A hum. That is the meaning I am. What did I find? Peace. You will come to know what prevents you is what are these past impressions you don't want and still they come. So if the mind says, I will continue to bring these impressions, let your intellect resolve, I will continue to say Shantoham. So we have found a solution. Do you ever oh, what's your name? No, I'm Brandy, I'm Terry. You never forget. I am peace. Do you forget why you know it now? No mind tricks. It draws our attention to the body and it moves, or it doesn't move, but mind. Because without identification with the body, mind cannot suffer from these three diseases. Without identification, mind cannot say that I have many challenges and problems in my life. That is why I'm sad, I'm suffering. Mm. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside the palms, know your experiences. Bring the hands down, ready to share your experiences. And if you have doubt, yes, we should communicate to remove those doubts based on the principles. How are you, Terry, now? Let me go to Terry.
I think there's things that I still don't understand. And I don't know why my body always starts to bother me right when I begin to relax.
Okay.
To that deep state. That's when it starts to do this more. And I wanted to have no thoughts, but I kept having a lot of thoughts and questions. And I wanted to know who is doing this, because I'm not doing it.
Mind is doing it. Mind firstly created an object and a subject. First, the mind says, I am the body. Then you see, mind says, you see, the body is moving. Then the mind says, you see, you are destroying your peace. You can never go into the peace. Think of this, contemplate and reflect. The greater, deeper the contemplation comes from the memory. If I don't remember, why I don't remember? Because I know I am the body. If I don't remember, I am not the body. So that vicious circle is created. That needs to be broken by understanding, knowledge, and practice. It will work. I know. How are you, David and Jerry?
I can't remember a lot of the detail about the meditation, but it was just so. It took me a little bit, but once I got into it, I was extremely deep and just out of my heart center.
So deep. That's wonderful. That should happen. There is nothing. There is nothing that belongs to the world, and I'm with myself. Deeper. How are you, Jerry?
Sir, I'm good. Yeah, I just settled right at the heart, and Shantoham was kind of the mantra. And I remember at one point you said something about your voice distracting us or something. Yeah. And I thought, your voice doesn't distract me. I mean, it's always in the background, but it's never distracting. So.
Yeah, sometimes that's a beautiful way to put it. That's a beautiful way. Very good. How are you, Lara? Then we will go to Kate if she is in a hurry.
I am good. It was really quiet. I had a glimpse of Kali show up, and as well as an owl, so sort of that underworld piece. So that was kind of interesting.
Very good. Very good. Wonderful. How are you, Kate?
So funny that I had the experience when you were saying my might bother you. I'm like, what's he talking? Huh? I said I had the same experience when you were saying maybe I'm talking too much, whatever, and I was like, stop. Peace, happy. Yeah. And so very,
Yeah.
it was very fast.
And we did nothing. In fact, we did not focus too much or too much obsessed with any active step. And still the mind withdraws insight. So that needs to be understood, that if we live with that awareness and attention, supported by the knowledge and meditation, mindfulness is a play and a fun. How are you, Sam? And I will go to
I'm good. The meditation was very peaceful. Um, I've been thinking about the lesson, but also just in general, I'm trying to do more listening than speaking. I feel like I've spent a lot of time speaking in my life, and I'm focused on listening. And what's been interesting is trying to distinguish between what of that listening, either by myself or to others, is the contemplation and reflection, or it's the attachment, sorrow, and suffering. And I had a question earlier, but I think I answered it. It's that when you're in contemplation and reflection, you're thinking about the real self and thinking about love and all of that. And if the things are making you fearful and
yeah,
scared, then
yeah.
that's when your mind is taking over and you're allowing things to have too much added value.
You see, Sam, that's a good way, and I can put it in a very simple. That is neighbor's house. It's not me. It's not mine. Finish. And that neighbor is the three diseases. Finish. So if we live into that awareness and attention, then my mind does not create an object of sorrow and suffering. Think. So when there is no object of sorrow and suffering, there is no subject. Means subject is I am. Then that intellect or that mind withdraws itself without any effort. When there is no effort, then who am I? I am peace and happiness. How are you, Randy? She gives me very good tips in the very beginning. Yeah.
I'm fine, thank you. It was funny that you said we didn't do a lot of active steps today, because right before I dipped way down into my piece, my mind was like, it practice kind of feels like a Saturday, even and I was like, okay, fine. Yeah, but it was really nice. Thank you.
Very good. Very good. So, Antoinette is there. Ashok, how are you?
I'm good, sir, and it was a good peace and awareness going on,
Very
increasing.
Yes. You play your role of a father as good as possible, because his son is going to get married on 5th of December. So congratulations. How old is he? He is 26. Look at the Ashok. You see a delusion. Oh, Ashok does not look like a father of 26 years old. We should say this, but maintain awareness. Ashok is not his body. That is how we live life. How are you, Antoinette?
Good morning. I'm fine. When we started, I had a horrible headache. And once I was able to relax and let go, it's gone. And so it was just very peaceful.
Good.
I had questions about grief, and
Yeah, tell
uh,
me.
well, I understand to a certain extent what you are saying. It's just the grief you experience after a loss, the immediate grief. That's where I'm struggling.
Okay. Who is having a loss?
I am. Well, it's been a few years, but my husband
Who is,
passed away.
who, who
So
is experiencing the loss? The mind that is attached,
right.
right? There
Yes.
are there are millions of people die every day. We don't have any grief. But I am attached to someone that returns to my mind with a sense of attachment, results into suffering, that results into delusion. Are you getting it?
To a certain extent. To a certain.
No. Yes. Go to ask yourself, what is that certain extent? It is 5% or 95%? Why I'm asking you the question? We need to upgrade our intellect. I answer that in a different way. If I do not upgrade my intellect and keep that intellect continuously being carried away by the mind, then I have a pleasure intellect, then I have an expectation intellect, and that will continue to give me, remind me, haunts me. You can use the word, give me a kick.
Right. Okay.
Think of it. You are now a seeker, so sometime I may be very tough. No, look at this guy, he is going against, we should grieve everyone. No, now you are a seeker. We should understand that we are not worthy of grief. We are not worthy of suffering. Now see that my mom died when I was in 10th grade. I cried. I could not speak for at least 3 or 4 days, almost like deaf and dumb. So did that experience still continues? No, I'm speaking. I'm happy. So what happened? At a particular time, because of that attachment, sorrow and the suffering experienced, after a few weeks, I started speaking. After a few more months, I forgot. It was just an incident. Now I'm explaining that incident, right? Why you carry the baggage? Answer is this. Because I live him or her. Okay. Did you fall in love or did you rise in love? Why it is to a certain extent? Why it is not 100%? Is it love or is it attachment? Is it love or is it emotional dependence? And then ask the question, friend, ask the question, do I get anything by grief, by being sad? And if you get anything, tell me. I will start the next lesson with extreme sadness, sorrow, and suffering. Now you see the smile on your face. No, it's purely understanding. Now the mind does not allow you to understand. So I have to upgrade my intellect when the mind does not allow me to understand. You know, this Samir pushed me when his mother died. No, you have to sit, and you have to give a gossip. So I gave another gossip before the gathering in the service. Some people remain with themselves. So I spoke about 10, 15 minutes. Are you getting it, Antoinette?
Yes.
Tell me 5 precious things that you receive by constantly grieving. Then everyone will start grieving if you really tell me something worth. It doesn't mean this is a journey of a seeker. It does not mean if someone dies near and dear ones, grief does not exist. Transactional reality has to be there. When we are living in a social family life, we have to follow the society outside, but internally I am fully aware. See that? One is transactional self, another is the real self. It doesn't mean that, if someone dies and you say, okay, let us start dancing, have a rock and roll. No. Why? You have upgraded your intellect. You have upgraded your intellect. Do you understand? That's what we are going into a deeper journey. Oh, that is why you don't show me your face during the practice. Anthony. Okay, that is all for today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, everyone.